Welcome to Animate Bible Story. Today, we bring you an incredible tale of faith, trust, and God's divine provision, the story of Abraham and Isaac. This powerful account reminds us of the unwavering obedience that pleases God and His faithfulness to fulfill His promises. Get ready to dive into this timeless story that will inspire your walk with God and strengthen your faith. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more captivating Bible stories brought to life. The story of Abraham and Isaac, a testament of faith. Based on Genesis 22 verses 1 to 19. Many years ago, there lived a man named Abraham, a faithful servant of God who dwelled in the land of Canaan. Abraham was no ordinary man, he had a covenant with God. Despite his old age and his wife Sarah's barrenness, God had blessed them with a son, Isaac, through whom God promised to establish a great nation. Abraham loved Isaac deeply, as he was not only a miraculous gift but also the fulfillment of God's promise. One day, God decided to test Abraham's faith and obedience. He called to him, "Abraham." And Abraham replied, "Here I am." Then God said, "Take your son, your only son, whom you love, Isaac, and go to the region of Moriah. Sacrifice him there as a burnt offering on a mountain I will show you." These words must have pierced Abraham's heart. How could he sacrifice the son he had waited for so long, the son of the promise? Yet, Abraham did not question God. He trusted that God's plan, though incomprehensible, was perfect. The journey to Moriah. Early the next morning, Abraham rose, saddled his donkey, and took two of his servants along with Isaac. He also cut wood for the burnt offering. They set out on the journey to the place God had told him about. For 3 days, they traveled through rugged terrain. As they neared the mountain, Abraham told his servants, "Stay here with the donkey while I and the boy go over there. We will worship, and then we will come back to you." His words, "we will come back to you," hinted at his faith that God could still fulfill his promise, even if Isaac was sacrificed. Abraham placed the wood for the offering on Isaac's back while he himself carried the fire and the knife. As they climbed the mountain, Isaac, who was old enough to understand the process of sacrifice, noticed something unusual. He said, "Father." "Yes, my son," Abraham replied. "The fire and wood are here," Isaac said, "but where is the lamb for the burnt offering?" Abraham, with unwavering faith, answered, "God himself will provide the lamb for the burnt offering, my son." The ultimate test of faith. When they reached the place God had shown him, Abraham built an altar and arranged the wood on it. He then bound Isaac and laid him on the altar, on top of the wood. Imagine the emotions coursing through Abraham as he prepared to sacrifice his beloved son. Yet, his trust in God never wavered. Abraham reached out his hand and took the knife to slay his son. But just as he was about to strike, the angel of the Lord called out to him from heaven, "Abraham! Abraham!" "Here I am," he replied. "Do not lay a hand on the boy," the angel said. "Do not do anything to him. Now I know that you fear God because you have not withheld from me your son, your only son." Abraham looked up, and there in a thicket, he saw a ram caught by its horns. God had indeed provided a substitute for Isaac. Abraham took the ram and sacrificed it as a burnt offering instead of his son. Overwhelmed with gratitude and awe, Abraham named that place Jehovah-Jireh, meaning, "The Lord will provide." God's blessing restored. After the test, the angel of the Lord called to Abraham a second time and said, "I swear by myself, declares the Lord, that because you have done this and have not withheld your son, your only son, I will surely bless you and make your descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky and as the sand on the seashore. Your descendants will take possession of the cities of their enemies, and through your offspring, all nations on earth will be blessed, because you have obeyed me." Abraham and Isaac returned to the servants, and together they went back to Beersheba, where they settled. The message of faith. The story of Abraham and Isaac is one of the greatest examples of faith and obedience in the Bible. It shows us the importance of trusting God, even when His plans seem difficult to understand. It also reminds us that God is faithful to His promises and that He provides for His people in their time of need. If you've been inspired by this incredible story of faith and God's provision, don't forget to like this video and share it with others. Subscribe to our channel, Animate Bible Story, for more engaging and detailed Bible stories brought to life. Let's spread God's word together. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload.